Egypt takes helm of AU Peace and Security Council, puts Sudan and Somalia at top of agenda. Egypt on Sunday assumed the rotating presidency of the African Union's Peace and Security Council, pledging to prioritize efforts to address the protracted conflicts in Sudan and Somalia. The one-month presidency, which began February 1st, comes as Africa faces what Cairo described as escalating and overlapping challenges, ranging from armed conflict and fragile political transitions to food insecurity and climate stress. Egypt's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Immigration, and Egyptian Expatriates Affairs outlined the agenda in a statement. Sudan and Somalia will dominate discussions. Egypt plans to host informal ministerial-level consultations with Sudan's foreign minister, followed by two separate ministerial sessions dedicated to developments in Sudan and Somalia, the ministry said. Egypt says its stewardship of the council will seek to strengthen the body's effectiveness through a comprehensive approach linking peace, security, and governance. The aim, according to the statement, is to help resolve conflicts, bolster stability, and advance the African Union's long-term development blueprint, Agenda 2063. Cairo said its leadership would be guided by the AU Constitutive Act, stressing respect for state sovereignty and territorial integrity, the protection of national institutions, and non-interference in the internal affairs of member states, principles that often sit at the heart of debates within the Council. The presidency's program includes thematic sessions on the security implications of climate change, the impact of artificial intelligence, and the persistent challenges of political transitions across Africa. Egypt will also steer discussions on post-conflict reconstruction and development, a portfolio it currently leads within the Union. Egypt's delegation is expected to present the Council's annual activity report to the upcoming AU Summit of Heads of State and Government. The presidency will also feature field visits and consultations with regional and international partners, the ministry said, aimed at tightening coordination on peace and security efforts across the continent. U.S. begins $70 million expansion of Kenya military base to counter Al-Shabaab. The United States has launched a $70 million project to extend a runway at a military base in eastern Kenya near the Somali border, officials confirmed on Friday. The Manda Bay airfield, situated near the tourist hub of Lamu, is managed by the Kenya Defense Forces, KDF, but has long served as a vital strategic hub for American forces. Authorities said the runway expansion financed by the U.S. is intended to bolster counterterrorism operations across the Horn of Africa, targeting the al-Qaeda-linked militant group Al-Shabaab. The move marks a deepening of military ties following former President Joe Biden's 2024 designation of Kenya as the first major non-NATO ally in sub-Saharan Africa. While the status enhanced diplomatic and security cooperation, it did not include a formal mutual defense pact. We have to show those who would attack us that we are determined to defend ourselves, the U.S. Assistant Secretary of State, Christopher Landau, said at a groundbreaking ceremony on Thursday. In a video shared by Kenya's Foreign Ministry, Landau described the facility as a very concrete commitment to a common defense between the United States and Kenya. He added that the project sends a very strong signal to those who might be our adversaries during his 3-day visit to the region. Security at the site has been a priority since a high-profile Al-Shabaab attack in 2020. Militants breached the perimeter of Camp Simba at Manda Bay, killing 3 Americans and destroying several military aircraft and vehicles. The region remains scarred by the 1998 simultaneous al-Qaeda bombings of U.S. embassies in Kenya and Tanzania, which killed more than 200 people. Landau also praised Nairobi's contribution to international security beyond the continent, specifically regarding the UN-backed mission to Haiti. Kenya has been an absolutely indispensable partner, both in the framework of this mission and in the planning of the new force to fight the gangs, he said. Kenya currently leads the multinational mission aimed at supporting the Haitian National Police in their struggle against gangs that control vast swathes of the Caribbean nation. The base investment comes as Kenya is walking an economic tightrope, pushing to seal a long-awaited trade pact with China while seeking deeper integration with the United States.